Jurassic World has broken down, the dinosaurs have escaped their enclosures, and 6 campers are stranded in the jungles of Isla Nublar. For months now, the team have banded together to try and find a safe way off the island, all while defending themselves against the many threats that face them. At the end of the 3rd season of Camp Cretaceous, the gang of misfits finally found a way off the island, or so they think. The season closes with the boat sailing away from the shores of Jurassic World, but where are they headed? Will they make it to the shores of Costa Rica, back to the safety of the mainland, or will their adventures with dinosaurs continue? With 3 seasons now spent on the island of Jurassic World, Isla Nublar, and with the showrunner Scott Creamer stating that the kids won't be going back to the island in the 4th season, new locations now await the group, and there's been lots of speculation as to where those new locations might be. We ourselves have speculated that the most likely location to continue the story would be Isla Sorna, the 2nd island known to contain prehistoric life, and while merchandise and logistics certainly cast Isla Sorna as the most likely location, what if it's not? Where else would the campers go to continue this story? We know that there are 5 seasons of Camp Cretaceous planned with these campers, so having the kids find their way to safety doesn't exactly allow for their storylines to continue with much excitement or adventure. Now, while there really is a lot of evidence that points towards Site B's reprisal for Season 4, there is one quote from Colin Trevorrow that has our curiosity piqued and might suggest that the kids won't be heading to another island after all. In fact, it suggests that Season 4 will be taking us to a brand new location, a location not seen in the movies before. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Colin speaks about the defined victory in the 3rd season, meaning the kids escape from Isla Nublar, and confirms that the show won't show Isla Nublar's destruction as depicted in Fallen Kingdom. We've seen the island destroyed in a movie and it really upset a lot of people, and I don't know if we need to double down on that. I think that's a one-time thing to witness. And that reaffirms that the kids won't be heading back to Isla Nublar this time round. But this is where it gets interesting. Talking about Season 4 and beyond, Colin states, "If we are able to tell the whole story that we have plotted out here, that the writers have built, it will really give us a chance to go into some really new spaces that are a real departure from the movies. People are hungry for that, kids are hungry for that, but you still have to do the work to assure everybody that it's part of the same world. A chance to go into some really new spaces that are a real departure from the movies." Now to me, that sounds like brand new locations. Isla Sorna was the setting in both The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3, so let's assume he means locations that are a departure from all the Jurassic movies, not just the Jurassic World trilogy, which has not yet visited Sorna. So a real departure from the movies. What does that mean? Jurassic World was exclusively set on Isla Nublar. Fallen Kingdom, however, took things a step further and brought us to the mainland of California. While we stayed mostly within the confines of Lockwood's Manor, it took us off the islands which, aside from the finale of The Lost World, is new territory for the franchise. We also must remember that the current timeline for Camp Cretaceous is roughly 6 months after the fall of Jurassic World, so the events we see in Fallen Kingdom have not yet happened. Based on Colin's quote, I don't think we'll be visiting Lockwood Manor, despite it being the original lab that bred the Indoraptor and likely other dinosaur species, potentially even other hybrids. No, this calls for a new location, as Colin says, somewhere that is a true departure from the movies. Perhaps if Mills and Dr. Wu play a role in where the campers end up, we may see one of InGen's other facilities, such as the Ibris facility in the Atacama Desert of Chile. Or perhaps we may finally see what InGen was up to with Project Martel, located in the chilly tundra of Siberia. Also consider where their boat may take them. Obviously, any of the other 5 deaths are available, but if they're headed for the mainland, then their likely port of call would be Costa Rica. Do they make it to the mainland in Season 4, and does whatever is hidden on the boat make it there too, escaping into the jungle? When the kids get to the mainland, is anybody there to greet them? Or are they left to once again navigate their way through new territory to find the safety that they need? But I mean, let's be honest, Costa Rica is probably off the table because let's face it, it's unlikely to have enough dinosaurs to make for an interesting season. Let's say somebody other than Mills and Dr. Wu rescues them, or for some reason relocates them. Their boat has limited fuel, so would they even make it to the shores of the mainland? Perhaps their boat is now floating. navigationless, powerless, for what feels like days. The kids are hungry, tired, and probably sunburnt. Suddenly, a helicopter flies ahead, stopping above the boat, and drops a ladder. They're rescued. Climbing the ladder, the group, or perhaps Sammy, quickly realizes that they are now in the hands of Manticore, the bioengineering company that in the first season tasked Sammy with smuggling dinosaur DNA from Masrani's dinosaurs. Unfortunately, the shady organization has yet to make an appearance in the show. So where would this sinister bioengineering company, who wanted Masrani's technology, take the campers? Manticore may have their own base, similar to the Grendel Corporation in John Sayles' unused Jurassic Park 4 screenplay, in the Swiss Alps. A new location, surrounded by snow, up in the mountains, with potentially Manticore's hybrids and their own dinosaurs, it would be a prime location for the campers to end up. Still needing an escape, a new location like this would breathe new life into the show, all while perhaps tying somewhat to Dominion, which we know has many scenes set in snowy locales. But of course, the question remains, why would they kidnap the campers? We've said it before, this course of action is less than logical, offering only a legion of liabilities with little benefit. What would their endgame be? It's one thing to suggest a company would commit corporate espionage, another to take kids who had nothing to offer against their will, with no intentions of letting them blab to authorities. Likewise, perhaps BioSyn may come into play. We know little about this genetic engineering company's role in Jurassic World Dominion, other than the fact that it will be a big part of the plot, headed by Lewis Dodgson. For those unfamiliar, Dodgson paid Dennis Nedry to smuggle dinosaur DNA off of Isla Nublar in 1993, inadvertently leading to the initial escape of dinosaurs and downfall of the island. While BioSyn was never name-dropped in the films, it played a much larger role in the novels and has since been name-dropped by Jurassic World's soft canon expansions like the Jurassic World Evolution games. Colin Trevorrow has said that Season 4 of Camp Cretaceous will tie into Dominion's plot in some very compelling ways, and perhaps that is indicating the introduction of BioSyn or even Dodgson himself.
And if you get all 15 species...
We're not sure where BioSyn's headquarters might be. Perhaps they're located in the Alps or similar European mountain ranges and valleys, like we speculated for Manticore. Or perhaps it's located in Malta, which plays a large role in Jurassic World Dominion as well. Malta's location seems to span from boathouses to city streets and perhaps even desert sands. This would certainly be a fresh feel for the show. Unlike Manticore, BioSyn seems to be a very successful company, not hiding in the shadows, judging by the vehicle spotted while filming the upcoming Jurassic World sequel, which once again begs the question of how or why these campers may end up at their premises and what logic there is for that company's actions. And of course, what's their endgame? Ultimately, we're not sure where the campers are going or how they would get there. The logical players to bring the campers somewhere would be Dr. Wu and Mills, who already know about them, Manticore, who has unfinished business with Sammy, or even BioSyn, who have not yet been in the show, but were intended to be the original Manticore during early development. Then of course we have locations like Isla Sorna, the other 5 deaths, including one of the islands dubbed Site C by Jurassic World Evolution, and even Malta. Of course, much like Sorna and Nublar, perhaps the show will take us somewhere brand new and fictional, with ties to the future of Jurassic. One thing is for certain, wherever they're going must have dinosaurs, and that wouldn't be the general populace's mainland. So hold on to your butts, get it? Because the Jurassic World story is likely to be getting a little bigger. So those are some of the locations that could be the setting for the 4th season of Camp Cretaceous. The show returns to Netflix this December, so where are you hoping the show takes us? Do you hope we end up seeing Isla Sorna after all for the first time since 2001, or are you hoping for a brand new location outside of the islands? Let us know your thoughts down below in the comments section, and as always, if you like this video, hit that like button, and of course, subscribe to our channel for more Jurassic content. We hit 40,000 subscribers recently, so we wanted to say thank you to all for your continued support and for watching our content. Let us know what videos you'd like to see in the future. Don't forget to check out the Jurassic Outpost store for Jurassic-themed clothing, mugs, masks, and more. Check out the video description for discounts with our various partners. As always, head to JurassicOutpost.com for more news and information.